Alright, so we are burning our way through this fire world. So admittedly, it was very difficult to figure out where this next boss is. But you won't be able to notice that. You won't notice the fact that it took me 40 minutes, no, not that long, probably 20, 25 to find this boss. Who is absolutely beautiful. These bosses just have such amazing designs to them. I really wish they would like release, you know, DLC or a second one or something along the lines of, hey, here's, you know, 10 more bosses or something. Because this is such an enjoyable game. But no. There is a lot more to do after. Oh, yeah. Shot my arrow in, pulled him right to me. Right in the mouth, pull. Come on. Bam. That's all there is to it. Sorry. As beautiful and as wonderful as that boss is, that's literally all there is to it. So sad. Alright. So, I know in an earlier episode I bragged about how I was mentally thinking about the different ways to, you know, hey, I don't have a pathway from X to Z. I think it was the ice world to the forest world. Well, after playing the game and editing everything, I realized that I didn't have a pathway from the fire world to the graveyard, which is fun because I went from the fire world to create the bridge from the ice world to the forest world. I didn't think that, hey, maybe after the fire world that we would have to maybe show where the next place is to go. So, this is how you go from the fire world to the graveyard, which is the next set of levels. I think there's 2 bosses. Yeah. It's a bit of a walk. It's not too bad. I wonder how many overworld songs there are, because every boss seems to have unique music to them. So I wonder how many just overworld musics there are, or songs. I guess they are known as. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Sorry, music went away. Yeah, I'm able to edit the video, but the audio with it? Not always. And here we are at the graveyard. And when I first saw this graveyard, it reminded me of like Legend of Zelda, so I thought maybe one of the bosses was like underneath the gravestone, and I just had to push it. So I spent a lot of time after this boss pushing gravestones. Because, well, let's face it, this boss is very obvious. He's got a huge opening on his back. It's kind of like no doy. That's why I shoot my arrow right away. Because I'm like, okay, I just need to call the arrow right into your weak point. At this point, it's a matter of just getting the arrow in the right spot when throwing it on the ground. So now I threw it towards the edge, and yeah. So I make this look easy, and after this point, after this long of playing this, yeah, it was kind of getting easy. So next up is the easiest boss in the game. That's amazing. Amazing editing. I actually walked around forever trying to find this because I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay. But no, this is how you get to the next boss. It doesn't follow the logic of any other boss in the game. No part of this does. And it's like 5 seconds of story too. So, I wonder if I'll be able to see that. Nope. Yeah. Sorry everyone, you're gonna have to read that. It is not looking good on my preview pane. But there he is. There's his eyes, his mouth. You gotta climb up his beard. You gotta climb up his nose. Yeah. That's all there is to this boss. So yeah. I almost didn't even bother, but it's part of the story. It's essential. Yeah. It's disappointing, but I don't know. To me, it's like they set on a number at the beginning. They're like, there's going to be 17 bosses in this game. And then they made like 10 really good ones, and they're like, crap. What are we going to do? And then they got to 16, and they're like, okay, I'm out of ideas. We've literally got everything. Well, let's just make this guy walk and climb up all these walls and then just shoot an eyeball in the head, just like the beginning intro level. I don't know. But I know, I'm an asshole. Sorry. That's kind of how I view this. Doesn't... I like this game, I really do, but this kind of pissed me off. No challenge. The challenging part was to find it, because it's different than everything else. But we have those things called the internets these days. So, even though I second guessed myself, I literally walked this way and then I stopped and I was like, I'm going to a new level or new area or something, because this doesn't... it doesn't work like this in any other area, but it does, because that's how this one's done. So, yeah, we're almost done with the game. So now we go back to the beginning, to the end of the game. It's almost over. I still haven't edited the last boss. I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably going to be a couple episodes. I'm sorry. But, I don't know. Not that many people are really watching the series to begin with, so I'm going to continue to do what I want to do. Until I have an audience to answer to, I might as well enjoy doing whatever I want to do. And even then, still kind of do what I want to do, but respect my audience. And, I don't know. This is a lot of fun. Well, here we are. Completed everything. Time to move on.